What's going on, everyone? So this morning I went on a little field trip. I went and picked this guy up. It's a 2015 Can-Am Maverick 1000R. Needs wheel bearings and won't go into four-wheel drive and needs brakes badly, but not the point of today's video. The reason I'm mentioning that is because this morning when I was heading out to go pick that up from Indianapolis, my father goes to leave for work and he's stunned by what he sees in the driveway. There's been one Ranger sitting out here. However, he's like, they multiplied. Not really. What'd you say? Twins? Had twins?
No, I said lopsided Ranger.
Yes, it's lopsided, but we're going to be fixing that today because, if you can tell, it's tilted because this thing is very, very rusty to the point where this whole shackle under here is gone. Well, the bracket for the shackle. So we got to cut this out, get the angle grinder, cut all the rivets, clean this up, and we're going to put the new bracket on. And then we're also doing an alternator, battery, and oil change. So alternator will be a different video, that's this. But let's get this bracket out of here. Take a look at this thing. Here is the part that I'm using, the Dorman. Just got it from AutoZone. And yes, I have not learned my lesson about wearing sandals outside working because, well, said I wouldn't, but I did. Anyways, let's get this bad boy open. So the new bracket comes with all new hardware, bolts, which we're going to make sure are nice and tight. It just doesn't come with this new bolt. But like I said, we just got to cut off the old rivets. I've seen guys do these with the air chisels and stuff, but I think we can get by with a angle grinder. But the first thing we gotta do, and yes, I have these things parked like right next to each other. I wonder if I can fit 3 Rangers in the driveway. If I move this one over all the way right up next to this one, get this one even more on the edge, I think I could fit a third one right here. You guys think I should get a third one? Okay, no, this one's not mine. If you guys recognize this Ranger, it's a buddy of mine, it's his dad's. Once in a while he has me work on it. It's been sitting all winter because it's been needing the alternator in this bracket. But if you recognize the Ranger from older videos, it comes here sometimes to get some work done because I love my Rangers, as you can tell. Anyways, we gotta get the truck lifted up in the air, but not by its suspension, by its body. So I'm gonna rearrange this, get it jacked up so then the suspension can droop, so then we can access it and get the leaf spring put into place where we need it to, because right now it is not where it needs to be. So let me go rearrange the truck real quick in vehicles, but yeah, be right back. So this reminds me of another Ranger I saw on the road one time when I was going down 57. I forgot where I was going, but I'm going to include the video clip here. Bro. I think it's time for a new bet, dude. It's about to fall off. Because I took it on my phone, so that was a really rusty truck. Hold on, that was a light right in you guys' eyes. That was a really rusty Ranger. That thing, but he was still trucking. This one sadly is not that far gone yet, but it is getting rusty. So as you can see, I have it picked up and supported by the frame. Don't judge me on my jack stands. Just call 911 if anything were to happen, even though this is not a live feed. But yeah, I still trust those jack stands, even though they're like 7 years old now. Six? They're 6 years old now. Anyways, so we can get the angle grinder nicely in here to get these 2 rivets, punch those out. And then same thing, get these 2 rivets, punch those out. I put cardboard underneath. I sprayed this bolt with penetrating oil. We're gonna try and save this bolt. If not, I will see if the parts store has a new one and just go get a new one. But I might just do that anyways. So, all right, let me get the angle grinder. And this is what I mean by having the suspension droop, because otherwise this shackle, as you saw before, was smacking up into the bed here. So we need to have this as far down as possible so then we can put the new bracket in and then button everything up. So first things first, let's cut these rivets. Because safety first, I do not mess with cutoff wheels on angle grinders. You can see this is very dirty. No, it's not sponsored by Super Clean, but I do keep this stuff in my toolbox, like in my trailer for work, because there's a lot of times where things get dirty and I need to clean them off at work. So, like walls, if they get smudged, stuff like that. I know I should not be using my hand as a washcloth, but I am. Wow, that's already 1,000 times better. I haven't cleaned this thing in years, and by clean it, I mean like I normally just wipe it down with a rag, which I should go get now. Dang. Look how much cleaner that is. Much better. Now we can actually see. Again, not sponsored by Super Clean, but I'll tell you guys what, I would pick yourself up a bottle because it is clean. Yeah, so we're gonna cut down this one more, then we're gonna grind these ones flat, and then we're gonna punch them through the other way. So yeah, but as you can see, I popped that one out and that one. Just have to get these bottom ones. This is the way I'm doing it. Bolt, pliers. Smack it a few times with the hammer. You get your bolt and pliers. It'll start eventually moving. Just like that. See? Boom. Done. Done! This one's gonna be harder to get to because of the leaf spring here. But we can make it happen. But I'm gonna paint all this real quick, just so it has some paint on it, and then we gotta get the bolt out of here. Oh yeah. Yep. No more rust. That'll fix it. Did I paint the camera? Nope. Probably gonna have to run to the store. I don't know if I'll get there in time. I don't know if they're gonna have the part, so I'm gonna call, figure out if they have the part, and then go get it, because I ended up just cutting the bolt and taking the whole bushing out, because the bushing and everything was shot anyways. And to get the bushing out, you can heat it, try and melt it all you want, but I ended up getting a drill bit, putting it inside and going wee all the way around, all the way through until it finally came out. So, good time to change your bushing too. Just saying. All right, let me go get the bushing. Right, so it's a couple days later because I had to order the bushings from Ford directly. Here is the part number. I'll put this in the description as well, because apparently it's a 3-piece bushing. Hard to find because you got the 2 ends and then the sleeve and then the bolt. I just went to the hardware store and got it. 9/16 by 4 or 5 inches. 5 inches will be, 4 is bare minimum, 5 is a little bit too much. 4.5 would be preferable, but I just got a 4-inch. So we're gonna put all the bushings in. So since it's a 3-piece, it's gonna be pretty easy to put in. I'm just gonna put a little bit of grease on the outside, on the inside, put the sleeve through it, and then we'll bolt everything up. So let me get the bushing in. So I got myself a really long bolt with some washers and a nut. We're just gonna tighten it down until it pulls itself in. And I don't know if the camera is gonna die by then, but if it does, I will show you guys the finished product. But I think you get the point of it. Tighten down the nut, sucks it in, and we should be good to go. You know what? It'll do. Alright, so all the bolts are in, battery's about to die, everything's Loctited, bolted up, this bolt is in. Alright, so got everything back on the ground. So truck seems to be higher on this side now, but the bed also seemed a little twisted from it sagging for so long. But the new shackle is in, the bracket for the leaf spring, but all new bushing, new bolts, new bracket, new bolts there, painted it where I kind of ground down everything so shouldn't rust too fast, but I mean the rest of the truck kind of has, it's not, but it still fires right up. But next thing is alternator, battery, and oil change, but I'll do a video on the alternator. I just saw myself in the reflection, my hair is a mess. I was actually at a communion earlier and now I'm gonna go clean up. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. And yeah, hopefully this helps somebody, because I've seen these videos where they've had the air hammers. I know not everybody has an air hammer, but I know most people have a hammer. You can get a punch for fairly cheap. Most people have angle grinders. Most people don't have big enough compressors for the air hammers, so they can get access to an angle grinder a little bit easier. Cut off wheels and a torch. So again, I like to try and do my videos like anybody else, because I am like anybody else with my tools. I have to clean up my tools. So anyways, I will catch you guys later. Hopefully the video was maybe not enjoyable, but at least helpful for anybody else who has this issue. But soon enough we're going to be working on the Green Ranger. I got all the parts in for the engine rebuild, so yay. But this thing, I don't know, I might keep this one. Anyways, I will catch you guys later. Bye.